will go where wonder lies. Its specialist crew a beacon of light will work to unravel secrets entwined. Lore with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Sail on a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves sails across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Renick the brain with numbers and might, four arms, four eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Pollux and Castor, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so strong in the vast expanse, unveiling the secrets in cosmic dance. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep, an age-old mystery, and Lockstitch holds the key.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 26 of Starborne Melody. Today's game is taking place, I don't think days. No, I think probably weeks. It's directly after yesterday's game, but yesterday's game had to have taken weeks because we know they traveled basically all around the world by submarine, so that takes a little while. So today we are... Oh, actually, no real big spoilers, but you guys are... Most of the crew is going to be back in Lockstitch if possible. Unless you have something working somewhere else. We all reconnecting to get done with the last part of it. Like, people are working on their science projects. People are working on the null metal research. We know that Fishtanger has just dragged in treads made of that pure null metal, that absolutely terrifying stuff. Yeah, you can be in Haven the entire time, Kay, that's fine. But I think we're pulling mostly back to make a push, just to consolidate information. And Peanut is being very cryptic. Well, cryptic's maybe the wrong word, but short. Over the comms, no full conversations are happening via Peanut. That is becoming very clear that he definitely sounds suspicious whenever you guys hear him coming over the mic. And so we are in the Silver Thimble. I will get to introducing the players. I don't think anything else big happened. So we have Cole playing Senior Officer Royce.
Hello, hello, everybody.
That dumb eye. We have Kawhi playing Midnight.
Hello, hello, hello.
We got Chris playing Simmons.
I'm here.
And we got Linear playing Vulpa.
Greetings.
Alright. After an arduous and lengthy walk from the administrative building in Lockstitch, Royce has led you, blindfolded, to his laboratory at Peanut's request. So, you guys will see Royce embracing Ionian fashion. The eyes for the Ionians are not actually eyes. They do not need those to see. They look like that because that is their fashion. But also, you got a really nice suit on.
I'm feeling rather dapper right now. It's nice.
And Nika's still working on it, but it's still really funny to me. Alright, so Peanut's just like looking around your laboratory as like, and he's just like shuddering. What kind of fun experiments do we got going on in here, Royce? Like, you don't have to tell us what they are. Just tell us what they look like.
Well, there's a lot of different silver experiments. There is a box in like the far corner that is like a wood box with a scrap of null metal in it that's just sitting back there. We'll ignore that one. And there's just a lot of different gadgets that have been put together, taken apart, melded into other things that are just like, I don't know what I'm doing with them, but I'm doing something.
Peanut's just like looking
You
around.
can't just
like,
tell us there's something in a box and then say ignore that.
It's luminary business. Don't worry about it.
Peanut like raises his head over like Midnight's shoulder and looks in the box and then like lowers his head back down. Not my concern. Above my pay grade.
Exactly.
I feel like
Yeah,
Midnight's avoiding the box, but I didn't know why.
Oh, excellent. All right, you four. I've gathered you all because I have been in talks with one of the cities in the Celestial Sea. One of the ones that have been difficult for us to reach. It's known as Loker. From what I've gathered, they are a interesting group of people that put a lot of stock in hunting and the ability to bring down great beasts. And
It's like my kind of people.
which is what brings you here, down here. I've heard both Vulpa and Midnight that you can handle yourselves in a hunt.
It's enjoyable.
I think Midnight would just kind of look to the bone glaive he has now and just say, "You could say that."
Not along. And he's just like, now, multiple other things have presented as strange around Loker. From the reports from Makana and her squad investigating cities, Loker is like deep within a maze. Like, the maze does seem to become just a pathway straight into the city if you are invited, but uninvited people, you are stuck in the maze. No reports on anybody getting through, but we haven't put any real time into it. This is like Hazel's on the case right now. And then he's just like, second, the monsters, the creatures that they hunt in these, and he like looks at Royce, and he's just like, do not appear anywhere else in the Celestial Sea or any connecting sides that we are familiar with.
So you're saying they're anomalous?
Definitely anomalous. Like, report says here, possibilities made flesh.
Hmm.
Possibilities?
That's what it's insinuating. It rang true to that in between that you had been looking into, Royce.
Yes, it's there's a lot of strange creatures and beasts that come out of there. It seems that you could almost imagine anything and it would come into physical being.
That sounds very fun.
Similar almost to like Ione, where what you think becomes real, in a sense.
So, clear mind. Got it.
That might be a good idea. But I know whatever you would hunt in there, if they ask you to hunt, and I expect, based on how everything else on the Celestial Sea has gone, they're gonna ask for something. They have written back that they are going to they're going to conditionally accept our proposal to restore their song. It's just like they claim to have it all under control as far as the instrumentation and everything, and just they claim to just be leaving it up to you to turn it on. I'm not 100% sure what this means.
It sounds like a test.
What happens when we turn it on? Do we know?
We will complete one more part of the song for the Celestial Sea. One more part of the Starborne Melody will be complete. We have Haven, we have Ione, we have Mixel, and we have Lydian. Okay, let me go here. This reading and saying the names might mean nothing to you. But we have this city that is resonating. We have this city that is resonating, this city that's resonating, and this city that's resonating. And they
Just
all
two more.
go ahead.
So just this one and one other.
Yeah, we have Loker and we have Dorian.
So it would behoove us to complete this then.
Miss Keynote from Haven says that if we complete this, we basically lock in people around. Oh, sorry. If you guys have not been able to follow up completely, Miss Keynote, the person who hired the main group, thinks that once we turn all of the city songs on, we're going to be able to start teleporting around the world. Even decides that we haven't seen before. Like, there are gateways all over. She wants to activate the gateways and just start walking through them. Other people around the world, like the people from Mixel, they believe we are opening a gateway into the heavens. Like, literally, like, leave the planet completely and see the real stars. And so we're not sure which one is actually true, but a lot of people tell different stories about it. But we've agreed to do this, and we've agreed to help the Ionians crush null metal and kill the alchemists. That's what the Ionians want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, there's definitely a maze, and a maze is basically a two-sided tunnel, if you think about it. So I've asked for Simmons here to not only provide an air of likability to the group, to meet up with some new people, but also a little bit of cave exploration. I expect you're going to have to fight. You don't have a giant hedge maze if you're not going to put people in a giant hedge maze, right? We're all agreeing on this?
True. No, that's the purpose of them.
That makes sense.
I mean, they all seem a little bit sinister about this, right? That's not just me.
I mean, like I said, it sounds like a test.
Mazes are always fun.
Well, I do have something for this. I'm gonna reach behind my little alcove there. I'm gonna pull out my giant sword.
It's like, oh, yes, yes.
I'm coming
okay.
prepared.
All right. Are we making a show of force when we show up? Like, let's unify our outfits here. Like, what are we doing?
Oh well, obviously we're a group of monster hunters. I mean,
Bone necklaces.
we're all eccentric.
All right. So we got a giant cybernetic demon sword made out of its spinal cord. Excellent. What do you got, Midnight? Show me. What do you got?
Midnight just holds up the bones, the blade staff made of the bone from the shark. It has the demon wasp horn reinforcing the blade, and shark leather going down it. There's an empty setting right now, but it's also kind of glowing with the poison sea slug powder. And then he has a bunch of swords on his back.
It's like, absolutely. All right, Vulpa. I know you're like new to officially being a member of the crew. Welcome aboard. Don't know if I gave you your little welcome aboard package. He then like hands you just like a little thing. It's just like, it's been just in my pocket. It's just a little package full of like lifesavers, but definitely lock crew themed. Like, and they look like little like lifesavers, like literal lifesavers, like colored up for it and painted just in case you go overboard and stuff.
Well, these are nice. I love them.
He's like, I'm sorry, we've been very busy. Yeah, it's definitely got band-aids and like it's got a nice little like water bottle in it.
Yeah, she's just gonna like put it kind of like in her bag next to, like, she probably has like her own first aid stuff from traveling around.
He's like, excellent. Now, what do you got on you for this? What are we bringing to the hunt?
I mean, I think like a sort of, I guess like a hunting rifle probably.
What's the hunting rifle look like? Like, describe it to me. Sell it to me.
It would be like a kind of just long barrel, pretty simple, with just a wooden, like, 'cause she likes to do wood carving, so she's probably decorated it with like various carvings of like, it looks like a fox hunting some like a rabbit or something. But otherwise, pretty simple, kind of like, just a standard little rifle, not that many, like, no fancy attachments or anything.
It's like Peanut nods. She's like, simplicity. And then he looks at Peanut. And Peanut looks at Simmons. He's like, all right, give me your war face.
Simmons kind of like he tries to get pumped up and just like knocks over something on the shelf and kind of jumps.
Please roll me a 20-sider. Not to see like how frightening you are to Peanut. Like, what did you knock over from the counter in Royce's laboratory?
Be careful.
Okay. Alright, so a tough choice. Royce, your tough choices, what are one of two things that are important to you that he could have knocked over?
Don't do this to me. Things that are important to me. Oh boy. That's a great question there. I wish I had a quick and easy answer.
I have a couple. He could accidentally bump the little containment field that you have around the rift and the little anomaly that you have in your laboratory.
Oh no.
Like, it's definitely marked off, but it's like,
How could I?
you
How could
bump
I
it a
keep something
little
so
bit.
fragile right on top of the table?
It's like, why would it be right there? Why would it be within Simmons range?
Nobody expects Simmons.
Within Simmons range. Oh my god.
It's just gotta just. Did it knock?
Yeah, I'm
I thought we
fine.
got
Let's
rid
let's
of it.
break that.
Yeah, we have to delete that one. I thought we got rid of it completely. Right. It's like, or alternatively, no, you know what? I don't think it's like particularly worth it. Simmons, do you want to like come off as like adorable or actually impressive? Like with like, do you have any items that are good weapons? What could Simmons pull out as like to be like a monster hunter situation?
The only thing he really has that he brings with him all the time is that stupid pick.
Just a pickaxe?
Yeah. All the crazy stuff he ended up finding just sort of disappeared over time. Or got broken because he's really good at putting things in places they're not supposed to be.
He looks at the pick and he's just like, all right, I guess it'll do. Can you make your fur stand up a little bit? Can you be more menacing, Peanut? I'm not Peanut, Simmons. Peanut can. Peanut puffs up. It's like, see? Like this.
That's adorable.
Oh. Hold on, I did it wrong. And then he limbers up, and then he goes full cat, like yowl, like huge arch in his back situation.
I'm gonna go get some painkillers because I know he's gonna be feeling that afterwards.
And it's like, oh, thank you.
I can.
He's like,
I can do. Who's the tallest one of us? Midnight.
Might be. I'm 6'5".
My ego.
Like
Royce just has a
I
really
can do
big
this.
presence.
And I just jump on Midnight and just like try to do a big like arms out. I don't know. I try to be scary, and I'm probably not good at it. But I jump on Midnight when he's not paying attention. So hopefully it works.
I just hope that you scared Midnight.
I think Vulpa would like to just do a little magic trick behind him as well to like make him look more menacing. Like just a dark cloud or something.
Oh, and I can make my eyes turn purple. That'll help. I do that too.
Can you
Big
strobe
Midnight
them?
Big Midnight just looks up at Simmons and goes, "Show more teeth."
Growl a
And
little
he's just
bit.
like,
Really get it in the throat.
yeah, just really get it. What you don't understand, Simmons, is this is a hunting culture. They bring down big beasts. You gotta fit in.
Okay, let me try this again. I pull out my book, my autograph book, and I flip it to a page, and I point at a random name. I don't know who it is, but I look to Peanut and I say, "You see this? He gave me this signature so that I didn't take his other leg." And I close the book and I put it back in my vest and I walk away.
Peanut nods. He's just like, a little bit mobby, but I think it might work.
You gotta deal with people when you're hunting. You know what they say.
I don't.
The most dangerous game.
There you go. I didn't want to say it.
Wait, who's the most dangerous game?
Apparently, that guy in the
Anybody?
book.
It's like, all right. So, let's everybody go back to your places, grab the items that you need for a hunt, and also to ingratiate yourself to a new group of people. Also, just
Yeah.
real quick,
Should I bring some snacks to
I
hand
get all
out?
my drugs.
you should probably bring snacks. Do the drugs help you communicate with people?
They will help fight.
Oh, I thought you were going to give them to the new people as like
Oh,
an
no,
introductory.
no. Those are
oh
mine.
god, snacks are for them. You can keep the drugs.
Can I get some snacks from somebody?
Oh yeah, I'll bring some extra snacks too. Yeah,
Oh,
snacks
no,
for
no.
us and for
Penis,
them.
yes. We'll pack snacks. What kind of snacks are we looking for? We
Oh,
got
I
We'll do
lemon
double
bars.
snacks.
we
I got a
need
bunch of
bakery, we've
mosquitoes,
got
it's fine.
hummus.
I want Katori to make some snacks for us.
We want Katori to make snacks. There's a lot more snack conversation about this hunt than I was expecting.
Oh, you gotta have a full stomach.
I can't fault you for this.
We might also
We
be
have
able
a
to
lot of
find
good-
snacks during the hunt.
Midnight Vulpa snack requests. I'm making
I
a
have
snack
bunch of
one, I
fish
guess.
jerky. I have a bunch of fish jerky at home. I'll bring that with me.
Vulpa's right there.
I'm fine with just having lemon bars.
Okay, all right. So lemon bars.
Although, are we allowed to drink on this mission?
Yeah, I've never been to Loker, but like I assume probably. It's like
They didn't say no.
they didn't say no. City surrounded by a hedge maze. You know somebody's been drinking.
If they don't have a tavern, I'll be very disappointed.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
So sends everybody back to their apartment to gather whatever goods that the whatever things they are bringing with them. Simmons, as you are packing in your apartment, you hear 3 distinct steps coming up from behind you in your apartment.
I turn around and do that same thing I did in the lab there, where I go and knock something off onto the ground to try to be scary. It's totally scary. It's not me being frightened or anything. It's completely different.
Absolutely. Chest catches whatever it was before it hits the ground and puts it back on the shelf.
Testing you. Good job. You did it.
I have great reflexes, truly. Now, I hear that you are going to a little place called Loker recently. Or soon.
How have you been there?
Oh, I've
How
been
do you
to
know?
Loker. Oh, I have, ears, eyes. I like to keep
Were you
abreast of
there?
what's going on.
Never mind. Go ahead.
And he's like, Chess is just like looking at you. And he's just like, I have a gift for you because you're going to such a prestigious place. And he hands you a notebook that looks very similar to your signature notebook, but like it's got like exquisite leather on it, and it's like it got embroidered. It just says Simmons on the front of it.
This is what I open it immediately and hand it to him. Are you gonna? Is this my first signature in this?
He looks at it and he's just like, "Oh, absolutely." He's just like, "Oh, I can't beat you for a signature." And he's just like right on the front, the opening page, like right on the back of it, it says "property of," and he's just like hands you the quill to sign it first.
Oh, I don't like this idea at all, but he immediately signs it. He's too excited to think about things. Come on, that's a bad plan, but it's gonna happen.
And Chest is just like signs Chest across the page, like very proudly. And he's just like, I hope it treats you so well.
It? Oh, thanks.
He's just like, get all the signatures. Like, learn everyone's name. And Simmons, when you look at Chest's name in the book, you know that this is his real name. Like, this is name. You know what I mean?
Like his proper signature, not his.
Right. Like, his name is legitimately Chest. He does not hide his name. Some devils do. He does not. But you cannot sign not your real name in this book.
Okay.
But Chest just thinks it's a good gift for his friend.
Does it have anything like in it besides those two signatures now and property of? Like if I flip through it real fast, is there any like hidden text anywhere that says, "Hey, this shit just happened because you're dumb," and find it without reading?
Oh, roll me a 20-sider. I don't think it has anything like that, but we'll see what the die tells us. Like, it's not a trap. I can tell you that. 18 though. Simmons, I think you understand what this book is. It is it's like a little bit tricky magic. Whatever you sign, you think you sign. So if I signed a fake name on it, I would think that I was writing a fake name. But in the book, it would be my real name.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's like you are not bound to it, but you had to put your own real name in it too.
Okay.
And it only works for you. Everybody else will see the lie names that they write.
That's fun. That's going to be a problem for someone.
Oh shit, I just answered Nika's question for her. Right there. Like, yeah, they don't know. And it's just like,
Can I see what
Go.
they wrote, or do I only see their actual name?
I think you can see both. Like, you can see
Okay.
either one.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah, because it wouldn't like help if you immediately called them by their real name, because
It would be funny and be a bad day for somebody.
so you guys all like get together and get ready. We don't have to make rolls for the getting there, but are you guys like, and you guys are just packing up a bunch of weapons and stuff? Is anybody bringing anything special other than like clearly the drugs?
They're my emergency drugs for when I need them. Reminder: don't do drugs, kids. This is
Don't do drugs, kids.
I mean,
This is a game.
Vulpa will like gather up some marionettes of these three just for the trip.
I think other than the weapons, go fish.
I was gonna say, yeah, she just made some like little marionettes of Elf Crew that she's seen, so she's just gonna bring them along.
I think the one odd thing that Midnight might bring is like the rip stitching kit, just because of the whole in between stuff that was mentioned. It's like just in case. Other than that, just his usual gear, his weapons, Geary sword, the hungry scimitar, plus the blade staff, and he'll bring the fishing pole just in case he finds a spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Something broke for me right there. That was annoying. Okay. So let's head on over to Loker. Once you guys get there, I'm actually just gonna use the map for it because it shows it better than anything I could manage to generate. So when you guys arrive at the edge of the hedge, like there are Royce, this might be interesting for you. It's not a scrapyard, but there are mechanical pieces all over the place that remind you of the bits of the city of Alto that have fallen, like the towers when they crashed to the ground. It's
Ooh.
similar in the level of technology, but like also some of the gear work that has been displayed in Mixel and Dorian follows this as well. And like you can see from outside that Loker is the only one of these cities that is not in a dome.
Interesting.
And it has this huge amount of like bushy plant life that has growing up all over the place, and does look like it's shifting when there's no wind. Like it casts incredibly long shadows, and the whole place has just a like a haunted forest vibe kind of deal, just spooky woods.
First things first. This isn't the same plant, like the rose bushes, right?
No. This is maybe in the same family, but not related.
All right, good.
Well, yeah.
Don't say well.
I think whatever created the first batch of bushes was similar to these bushes, but then Charity went on and fed those bushes her blood, which turned all of that wild.
So I should just feed these my blood. Easy.
Right, yeah, we can get some silver roses going on.
Next Valentine.
Silver roses would look cool.
And you guys see like a path clear out for you as the bushes change shape into it. I have always seen Dorian with a dome, but it is both yes and no for that one, and that is for reasons that we will see when we get to Dorian very shortly. Like we will go there next weekend. It's like Dorian has to like poke its spyglasses through, and I don't think they have our window technology yet. We might be able to give it to them. All right. So yeah, the you guys are seeing lots of scrap metal on the ground behind you. You guys are seeing really like weird bushes, a very ominous vibe. Like fully up ahead of you is a city-sized basically church. Like that's what it looks like. Imagine it's very Dark Souls, very Bloodborne. Like what if a city was just one building?
I think Midnight's just going to start stepping forward, just not really intimidated by it.
Yeah, we have to keep pace for the whoever we're going to walk into. Make a good impression.
Oh, my laptop wasn't plugged in. It's like, consider plugging this in. Alright, I saved the stream, guys. Don't worry.
How many percent did you have left?
I literally had 4% left.
MVP.
It warns me at 5%, and that's probably a problem. Yeah, so like you see this absolutely giant construction in front of you. Also these bushes are incredibly tall. At midnight, the second you walk into them, the bushes seem insurmountably tall. Like you don't see their tops anymore. as soon as like you're on the pathway for it.
I think
Can
it
you
just
still see like the
pauses for-
sky?
Oh yeah, you can see the sky like straight up here. I'll actually get you guys tokens. But if you're all walking like kind of in formation, it turns into something like that situation where you're itty bitty, but the area around you is huge. That one's the wrong one. More like
I
that.
check myself. I haven't become a mouse, have I?
You have not. You are most certainly regular sized Royce.
Okay, good, 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 good.
I think as a test, Vulpa's going to try and leave a string trail behind them, which is some of her extra threads.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because she just kind of wants to see if that would even work in this place.
So as you guys like are walking through, you do see shifts in the bushes around you. Like, it's doing the scary thing, but you guys are ready for it. You've been warned that like, and you guys definitely get the feel of things watching you in the woods. And then somebody's just like calls out to you, just like, "Are you the ones from Lockstitch?"
Do we know where that's coming from? Do we like? Is
Um,
it just out of like the ether?
I think it's probably in front of you. I think it sounds like it might. Oh, you know what? Everybody roll me a 20-sider. She is hiding by standing completely still.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, all this is
Alright.
telling me is that Simmons, Midnight, and Vulpa can't see her, but Royce, you can. In the spookiest kind of way, you see her. Like, you see a figure draped in multiple layers of fabric. She has a cowl pulled down around her face. Some of them are like she's wearing feathers and she's wearing furs, and definitely like plant life. And like she has her own like I think it's a crossbow leveled at the other three, like leveled directly at you, Voice, like right at you. She could just pull the trigger and like it'd be in your heart, or like she thinks she does. She has that. She's gonna fire at you. This is a test that you passed, or she's gonna fire one of the other three, and they would take that shot in a lethal area. How does Royce stop it?
Well, I answer her question first. Yes, we are, and I would advise you not to shoot us.
So yeah, she just like puts out. She's like, "Oh, I was hoping you'd be a little bit slower, or like jump at least." And she hops out of the bush, and like she like you can see like she blended in with it perfectly. Um, Part of her outfit is an illusion voice, and you can tell. Like the part that was like like she is wearing camouflage but also illusion. And with that voice, you'll know that some of this maze is also just illusion. Like it is shifting, and it is like parts of it are real, but you know to look out for illusions now.
I'm taking notes.
So- I feel like this is a good time to note one of the standard items I always have Midnight have is the Randy's Reviewer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, you know who we are. Would you happen to like to introduce yourself? It would be nice to know.
I am Huntress Ever. And she walks up and she's got her like crazy ass crossbow. I think she has like two of the little crossbows on her waist, like a demon hunter from Diablo situation, but also a crossbow that is what if a sniper rifle was a slingshot?
I respect it.
Is she still aiming at us with any of these things?
No. Like when Royce called her out, she put her arm down. She's like, "Well, you should come to the hunting hall. Your opposition has already arrived."
There is a lodge. You're right.
Oh, you mean the creature's already out here?
Oh, no, not yet. Your opposition, you had a request from the sire, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, sorry, not the sire. Sire is generally a male one, and I think this is mostly female-led.
What, like the
She's
matron
like,
or
excellent.
something?
What's that?
What, from like the
The
matron or
matron
something?
might be right, yeah. But
Dame?
oh no, absolutely. I'm sorry. And she's like, the siren. I'm sorry, not the sire. The siren.
That's fine.
And like, where did that token go? They begin to lead you through it. She's like, so, how do you like our garden? Like motioning towards the ever shifting. Like you guys are staying on a straight path.
It's very loamy.
Hey, technically to defend the place.
We've cultivated it over the years, like to supply the hunt, to provide. Just every year, it's just last year was so weak, and this year they're not letting us compete because this is a bigger deal. They said you all have quarrel. They said, and what needs to get solved the ancient way. They said.
Who's they?
The siren and the rest of the leaders, the hunts masters.
Did you get to compete last year?
Did get to compete last year, but I didn't get to my mark.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was a shame. It was a ridiculous creature. You've never seen its like, a millipede so large it could have crushed the castle. But before I could find it, it slipped back into the portal.
The portal.
What are you guys expecting to hunt? Or what are you looking to hunt? What do you specialize in hunting? I specialize in hunting giant insectoids, mostly because I'm really scared of the spiders to the north. And not spiders, the centipedes to the north.
Me in particular, demons.
Demons?
Demons.
Ooh, that is not a prey that to be taken lightly.
I love hell.
I've definitely hunted a pretty wide variety. My most common prey has been usually various ice element undead, but I have hunted monstrous sharks, dragons. Pretty much, if you can think of it, I've at least known someone who's hunted it.
She nods and she's just like, I mean, if I've known somebody that's hunted basically everything, it's just like, It's like some of them won't stop fucking telling their stories about it over and over and over again. We get it. You wounded the Tatzelworm. Big deal.
Oh?
Like forever ago.
Midnight just kind of grins widely.
They wouldn't let me near the Tatzelworm. Shame.
It's like, oh, we've got an annoying old bird. He just goes on and on and on about. It's just like, yeah, I was walking through the. And he's like, you'll hear it. Why am I telling you about it? You'll hear it. You'll hear it.
You have anything that we should like say back to him just to get his goat?
Be honest. Never lie to them about, never claim the hunt that you have not actually done. They can tell. But if you have a big story to tell it. Tell it with your whole chest. If you've done something greater than like temporarily cutting off the finger of the Tatzelworm, then it'll blow him out of the water. Or show any legendary weapons or arms that you have. Everybody makes fun of him because he didn't even get to make a sword out of that claw.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got 2 guns right here. Yeah.
I mean,
They're legendary.
there is definitely an appraising look from Ever.
I give her the eyebrow wiggle.
She's just like, like, see me after a couple of drinks tonight.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right, so we are going to go into their hall. And as you guys walk in, so you walk in this way. It's like your table is to the left. Ever is going to be sitting at your table. Around the room, these are some locals. Here's one of them. They're very gothy, lots of layered feathers and furs. Here's another one. Nope, don't worry about that. Alright, I can give you guys their names. This is Lucian, of course it is. And this is Cullen, of course it is. And wait 1 second. This is Everson. Sorry. And these are not them. This is Sod, and this is Farah. This is Succotash. This is Cactus Jack Mage. And this is just regular Cactus Jack. And now we're all on a first name basis with each other.
What's the name of the lobster-looking guy in the front?
Sod?
Thank you.
Sod, couple things as you guys walk in. Farah, the fox woman, is clearly wounded. She's all bandaged up. Like, her hand has a large bandage around it. Her left side, her shoulder is... Oh, wait, no. She's, like, her arm is completely in a brace situation. It looks very, like, Da Vincian, almost steampunk looking brace. She's, like, her hand is completely encased in some kind of, like, what if a Bacta tank was steampunk? You know what I mean? Like Starship Troopers when they broke that kid's arm, and then the next time you saw it, it was like floating in some weird fluid. If you guys know the scene I'm talking about, that. Like
We got to get some of those.
Like, it's just like even is just like, go ahead, sit down. You're expected to just sit for this part.
All right. Don't push.
I'm not pushing. If I was pushing, you'd know.
Is that a promise?
If I was pushing, you'd like it.
You're the one that said it.
I will go sit down.
Yeah, I can only control Royce's token.
Oh, my bad. What have I done?
Stop touching me.
There we go. Okay. So Everson like comes up and he's just like, all right. Both parties are here. Both parties want a favor. We're here to hear them out by the ancient ways. Lockstitch, you just arrived. Welcome. Like, enjoy the drink. Enjoy the food. And you guys, it does have like an amazing like feast laid out in front of you. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of food that looks like prime rib. It's just a lot of it. Like, it looks delicious, it's juicy, it's amazing. You don't know what animal it's from, and honestly, based on the smell, you might not care.
It is from animals, though, right?
It's definitely from an animal. Like, if you guys are looking at it with any like magical sight or anything, or any illusionary sight, it is here. It is real. Note
to self: Katori's missing out.
Oh man, just in case anybody was wondering, I did get a list of snacks that Katori sent with us. Everybody, banana bread with chocolate chips, teriyaki beef jerky, fruits and veggies with assorted dips, cheeses, and pickle slices.
So did they are they all in the same bag?
What was the one before the pickles?
Cheeses.
Mm-hmm. I assume we divvied them out.
I think out of respect for them, Vulpa will get the meat, but she's only going to stick to vegetables still.
And it's just like, Ever's just like, oh, don't worry, that one right there. And she points to another thing that looks incredibly like a roast. Like, looks almost indistinctive, but instead of, like, it looks like it's actually a big old piece of cactus. Like, it's a big cactus steak. And she's like, don't worry, non-sentient, absolutely delicious.
It's a cactus steak.
I don't think she'll believe them, but she'll try it.
You can tell me whether or not you like food. I'm not saying anything. I think it's immaculately prepared for the setting. It's very much like hunks of meat or hunks of plant thrown over a fire and roasted. Salt, but maybe not that much else. You know what I mean?
I pull out the emergency Tabasco sauce.
I can guarantee you have emergency Tabasco sauce.
Simmons sees that and is like, "That's a great idea." And he grabs a piece of random food and just puts it in one of the containers of snacks, pours all of the snacks in that same container and shakes it up, and then just eats that.
Oh.
Midnight's definitely going full Monster Hunter and just flaving up a whole bunch of it, and he's going to be eating all of it.
I'm eating meat too. Meat and drink.
Yeah, love it. So you all like just pounding back food. Are any of you curious about the people like sitting next to you, or are we just like, okay?
I mean, Vulpa's gonna look at the other Funks and just be like, look kind of like sorry for her.
Farrah's just like, no, it's the nature of it. And you guys see Cactus Jack and Cactus Jack Mage just going to town on their food also, just like, this is great. But Succotash and Farrah here are just staring at you guys, like staring needled at you guys. This guy is actually huge, but he's just kind of sobbing into his plate.
Are they like a party, you think? Like folk song?
None of you know who they are.
Maybe
That is so funny to me.
Well, I mean, Vulpa did spend a time like as a little bit of pirating. Like, would she know who Ferris is?
I think so. I think you guys could all like, if you like, you can say that you have the information about them because Pim would have given it to you guys would be like made abreast of the stuff, but you could also say that you don't and just say that you're in your own world most of the time.
I think for the
Which is
moment,
both
Midnight's
fair.
just not paying attention to them.
You said the one's injured, right?
One of them is very injured, yeah. She's just like, she got shot 9 times in the chest. Then she got shot in the back of her left arm. And she also got her left arm shot through with a bullet. And then she got shot right next to her heart. Oh, she also has a broken nose and 2 black eyes where she got headbutted really hard.
Average Friday night, honestly.
Simmons looks over to the what was the name of the person who brought us here again?
Ever.
And says, "Are they the ones we're going to be competing against?"
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess, and like, not in the strictest sense, competing. It's, I mean, yeah.
Well, in that case,
They're
they
your
should
challengers.
be at their best, right? We want a good fight here.
It feels
it's-
bad. Yeah.
It's just teams of 4. Like, and like, she leans over and she's like, that Pharaoh one's not gonna compete. We thought she was gonna, but then they had to hire 2 extra mercenaries.
Well, anyway, I think they need to get on this too. Simmons runs around and shakes all the some of the snack condiments that he made up with all of the snacks that Katori gave us, and just puts it on their food.
Oh, just fucking trail mix in it. Okay.
And
Are you
I played
going
that-
over there?
Sounds amazing.
going over there, and I played a legendary feast, so hopefully it will heal everyone.
Oh, it will heal everyone. Oh my god. You see Farrah eating it, and she's just like, this trail mix is amazing. What'd you say your name was, little man?
My name's Simmons, but that's from Katori.
Katori. Oh, this is amazing. She's like, have you guys tried you take a little bit of the pickle, and then she's just like, she's making little sandwiches out of pickle and meat.
That's
Yes.
exactly what. Yes, that's the deal.
And she's just like, oh, delicious. And like, Royce, you feel that possibility magic around you, very similar to an anomaly. Right now, Simmons is an anomaly. That Chex Mix basically that he made is an anomaly, as like they are eating it on this table, and all of them are like getting like full health up, and you see Farrah like flex her arm, and she's like, wow, this is better than I ever would have thought. And she like unconnects that one, like the back to tank basically, and like her hands fully working. She's just like, all right, I'm back in, sign me up. This, it's just like, and she looks over at Simmons. You're an honorable little sort. And she's just like, my name is Farrah. And she puts her hand out to shake your hand.
Glad that we could meet on proper ground then. Reaches out to shake her hand and says, I've heard someone earlier say we have to do this on a full stomach, so I'm just trying to follow what I'm learning.
It's just like you are a pride to your compatriots. Everyone will know that Lockstitch is honorable in this story, even if you are somewhat sneaky at times. But know this, I will never shoot you in the back, you or any of your compatriots.
Oh.
If it ever comes to it, you will be face to face when I kill you.
Why would you kill us?
If, I mean, it's the royal if. I work for a pirate leader that's slowly encroaching on the world. You work for a strange group of maybe capitalists spreading greed and wanton destruction along the world.
Hey, that's a little harsh.
Stop me when I'm wrong.
I mean, I shared all of this food with everyone, so I don't think that's very capitalist at all. I didn't ask for payment for this.
Simmons the socialist. I knew it.
Sod is just crying. He's like, Alice would have loved this dish. As like she's eating the teriyaki jerky. As Sod's eating the teriyaki jerky. Alice, in case you guys missed it, was a pirate from. She was originally from Hammerpaw. She then made a scrap metal submarine and started destroying ships. And then Bamman took her head off.
Hell yeah, respect, Bama. There's only one true submarine in this world.
That's right. Oh, and then somebody sold that thing to Foley. And he's making it pirate radio. We play a weird game sometimes. So yeah, they are full up. You guys see like Cactus Jack Mage goes out and comes back with an absolutely giant bow, like a huge bow, and hands it to Farah and her quiver, which is just like all javelins in there. And Cactus Jack Mage is like, I'm still getting paid, right? And she's like, you're still getting paid. And like, you see Everson be like, excellent, now that we're all on a full belly, state your cases. And like, he pulls out a piece of paper from that has just Peanut's letterhead on it. And it's just like, the Silver Thimble, Lockstitch specifically, has asked for access to our resonating orb. Which is fair. We have one of those ready to go. And we will give you all access to this orb. It seems like it's fairly fine. We will let you study our objects. But counter, we have the Forger's Empire. We have the Shaper's Empire. And they are asking for access to our maze for a little mining project that they have planned out. And they are willing to pay us generously for it. And I think you guys like then will see like stacks and stacks of like coins in the corner. Of just like pirate, like the most stereotypical pirate treasure that you can think of. Just piles and piles of it. Now, as you both want access to the same areas, and I'm going to assume whatever one party does to it will undo whatever the other party wants to do with it, we are going to settle this with a hunt.
Sounds good.
I'm glad everybody agrees. We have already begun singing the song. It's just like, do any of you need any time to prepare?
Do you guys need any time? Simmons? Midnight? Vulpa?
I believe I have what I need.
Excellent. Then we
There's
shall
no chance you've got a map to the maze, right? Just checking. It's a joke.
I think like everybody like slowly looks at Simmons.
Wow, no one's actually ever asked that before. Here you go.
It's like, hey, nobody's ever asked. I don't think that one works for this one.
I mean, it just wouldn't work for very long.
I think with an 11, Simmons, they all just fucking start rocking back and forth in laughter. Like, it is so disjointed that they're all just like slapping their legs. Like, this one over here, this guy is definitely like donkey laughing. Just like, they think it's the funniest fucking thing you could have ever said. And then they're like, did you hear it? Woo, oh boy. Like, who is this guy? You should, whoo.
So that's a no then, right? Ah.
I think it's enough.
And then it's just like, it's like, ah.
Worth the try, Simmons, honestly.
It's like you did everything you could, Simmons.
You never know.
Right? What if just nobody thought to ask? I think my favorite character was the one that was the Oro in the bottom of Lydian, where all they did was just ask him, hey, what's up? And he completely changed from like his one personality to another one. Because I wasn't expecting them to just walk up and say, hey, what's up? Alright.
You got to think on your feet.
You gotta think on your feet, that's the problem. Alright, everybody. Like, Everson's just like, here we go then. We have begun the song, and you guys hear a song playing in the distance, and it's definitely just like organ music that has been just going kind of droning on in the background, but then the tones have begun to change. And you hear the cry of a giant monster, for the record. It's absolutely huge, whatever it is. Or at least it's very, very loud. How does a demon rooster sound, by any chance? Like, just fun questions.
Oh, yeah.
Like lots of drumsticks.
Oh, lots of, like...
I just mean like drumsticks for days, considering they're probably large.
I am absolutely down for just... Well, we know it's long. Lots of legs. Good, good, good. And it's like, oh, just in time. It just arrived. It's just like, well, the mission is simple. The first group to bring us our target wins. No extra points if you kill your your competitors, but no points for killing your competitors.
And by bring the targets, you mean just the head?
Yes, proof that it has been slain. Just like, and like, you see Cullen lean over and whisper something to Everson, and Everson looks back and it's just like, Evenson? Yeah. Looks back and he's just like, I'm sorry, my mistake. Brings back proof that the largest portion of it has stopped being alive. We've ran into some problems with, you can cut a head off, and that head is like technically dead, but the creature's not dead. We've had that problem in the past. I think Everett on your table like kicks like the table out from under her. It's just like, I brought back part of it. I'm like, I thought it was enough. And what kind of creature grows back its head?
What was it?
It's a millipede. It's a big millipede. What does a millipede need with more heads?
Well,
Oh, this was just last year then. Okay.
It needs 1,000,000.
Please never say that again.
It was a hydropede.
No, it didn't grow back 2 more. Like, although I have studied the Hydra in detail. It just, like, apparently, has 1 on each end. I thought I cut off its head, but I might have just cut off its butt.
Huh.
Well, I'm sure it had a very bad time for a good while.
I mean, that, but then it went back into the in-between, and I think it probably caused some problems in there.
Oh. That's what that was.
I'm sorry, did you run into it? Little asshole, isn't it? Big asshole.
Now, anyway.
I don't know if it was before or after this incident, but I think so, yes.
Did it have a butt?
Could not tell.
No. It's just like, it's like the competitors from the Forger's Empire or the Shaper's Empire are Sod, Farah, a now completely healed Farah, Succotash, and Cactus Jack. And you 4, we have Vulpa, Midnight, Royce, and Simmons. It's just like, the mission is simple. Inside the maze is a monster from beyond this world, called forth for this event specifically. Worry not about it getting free. If it gets free of the hedge maze, then it ceases to exist.
How'd you call it here?
We called it here by sacred song.
I make a note.
Can you call anything here by sacred song?
So far, it's only been monsters that we have really landed on, and it does seem to create the abundance of plant life around our city, as our song can shape the hedge, shape the maze. I believe you are asking us to turn that song to a different purpose.
Yeah, I'm just still. So you just can't. Are you just saying and something pops out of the closet? I'm just still confused by this.
Oh no, hold on. I'll just draw you a diagram, and everything like comes up next to you, and she's like, okay. So he draws.
Oh, here,
out...
can you put it in this book just so that I know what's going on, and I can bring this back to tell other people about it?
Hold on. Okay. He is going to write in his book in your book the lie that he was going to tell you. You are going to see the truth written down, or the truth as he understands it. Like exposition dump in text form. Alright. So
I don't think either of us expected this.
Nope. All right. I wasn't expecting to. I knew I was giving you that book, but I wasn't expecting you to like us. So he writes in this thing, what everybody sees is inside the hedge maze, there is a resonator. And it's just like, there are multiples of these around the celestial. So you may have run into one or two of them. The crew has run into one of them. It got turned into like a soda can at the bottom of the ocean. But don't worry, they're working on it. We're fixing that. And it's just like, one of those is inside the hedge maze. It changes location once in a while, but never like... No, everything in the hedge maze can change location except for that. Like, that is the constant. Like, if we resonate with it in such a way, we can call out like creatures to make the hunt, and we can use their supplies to trade or to make our lives easier, like motioning to their outfits. It's just like the magic of the resonator has kept them restrained to the hedge maze. So we're not a threat to the rest of the world. And it's just like, just for our sacred hunts and to feed our people. That's what he writes down. What the truth is, as he understands it, is there is a hole in reality in this hedge maze, and they are just like playing with frequencies and combining other sides creatures together to make a strange amalgamation of it. And him, like, he is a bad guy. He is working on trying to create a monster so powerful it can leave, and is that he plans to sell it to other sides. And he signs Everson for you, but what it says there instead of Everson is Shush. His name is Shush.
Like stay quiet.
Yeah.
Shush. Okay.
Like to shush someone or to tisk someone.
Well, that's a very interesting thing. Thank you so. This is great. I'll be able to once we're victorious and we get to go back, then I'll be able to let everybody know how cool this place is.
We don't do much in tourism. Like, you can come and enjoy a show, though. We do. Everybody should come see the hunt. Ever's just like, if we could have a hunt, like just a regular one, people showing up, letting them hunt.
I know places you can go hunt.
Oh, do you? Do you know a place that can hunt? I can hunt like a mystical creature,
Yeah.
like a creature that doesn't exist anywhere in the world that I've been training my whole life to fight.
I sure do. Let me take you away.
Oh, you're serious? Okay. Oh, we'll talk. And she's like, if you survive this hunt, let's talk.
Yeah. We'll get something to, get together here.
So, like the Shaper's crew is just like looking over at everybody, and it's just like they do slowly walk over and just like, all right. I know Lockstitch. This is Succotash is just like, okay. All right, hear me out. I know Lockstitch and the Shaper's crew. We're not really like on like particularly good terms right now. It's just like,
We're not.
all right. Some of us shot some of you shot some of us. But then, look at that. Water under the bridge. Those snacks, amazing. Love it. Now, can we just agree to not directly interfere with either one of our, like, going on projects? I get we're probably going to bump heads eventually. But can we just say, we're not going to shoot at you, you don't shoot at us? First one that gets to bag the monster wins. Fair game?
I don't even have a gun.
That's a Succotash. You don't have a gun, and he reaches into his vest pocket, and like, cause he's got holsters everywhere with guns, and like he's about the size of Simmons, and he like looks and he's like, "Well, here you go," and he hands you, and like in bold letters, it says "Desert Rock ROC."
I hate it.
I think it's fantastic.
Wait, they're giving Simmons a gun? Oh, no.
Oh, absolutely.
This is one of those
And it's a-
50 cal ones. This is great.
50. This is like, does it get better the higher the number is? I don't know a lot about guns, right?
Bigger
I think
number, bigger hole.
I think this is like
It
a bolt
depends.
thrower from fucking
Yeah.
from Warhammer, by the way.
It's just a handheld bolter. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just a bolter. It's like, and It has amazing recoil, Simmons.
It's about to be like Men in Black, where he shoots a little pea gun and
I was
goes
gonna
flying
say
back.
it's gonna go flying like 50 feet every time.
It's got 25% more bullet per bullet.
Succotash allows no suffering. When he kills something, it goes down.
Thanks a lot. This is great. I'll give this back to you after we win.
Oh, no, we would never accept it. It's a gift. There's a car alarm going off non-stop outside my apartment now.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think Midnight will
I'm just shutting my window.
will turn.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, oops. I think Midnight
no,
will
yeah,
turn
yeah.
to them and think for a moment before just grinning and say, "Hey, I think I can agree to those terms. I'd rather it be us that kick your ass, not the monsters."
It's like, what? We're gonna. No, don't you worry. We're gonna win this one. Like, well, I mean, you guys seem pretty good, and like, you got really good snacks. It's just like,
Good luck.
Everybody, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the dreams that people have.
it's just like everybody's just like, all right, just we're gonna hunt a monster. We're gonna get in there. Like, we win. A little drilling out there. You guys win. You do whatever it is that you got planned, and we move on. No bad blood at the end of this. This is Farrah saying it. It's just like, mind you, like, this agreement only lasts until I see that Pym character, at which point I'm gonna shoot her in the head.
Good to know.
Midnight the Sixth Message just going to turn really, really angry, but he's going to keep quiet.
Just Pym.
Oh, Vulpa's grinning.
Just Pym.
Very specifically Pym.
Oh, okay.
The Pym? Okay.
I mean, I'd love to see the attempt, if anything.
I'm glad everybody's decided we understand this. I'm gonna kill Pym. Everybody's gonna stay out of my way. We're gonna go try to hunt a monster. A little bit of mining project, whatever science fair situation you all have going on. Sound like a day?
Oh, that sounds a lovely day. I'll come with.
All right then. It's like, all right then. And like the group around you is just like, what just happened? Situation, like you negotiating right in front of them.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not really like all hip to the times, but could I come like visit your guys? You said you're pirates. You have a pirate ship?
I mean, yeah, we have a pirate ship. Like we're stationed out of Cove right now. We're just like riding one of the backup ones.
I mean, I'd love to come visit. I mean, I'm not really like super like a part of like Pym's whole thing. I keep to myself at the Lockstitch and all that. I'd be interested just to hang out, see how a pirate ship looks like.
It's just like, You're Royce, correct?
I've been called that, yes.
Have you also been called? And she looks back and forth. The Silver Stallion.
I mean, only those who get to ride me.
Ever just like starts fanning her face on the other side of the table. And she's just like, It's like, I know somebody that might want to meet with you, but you must promise in the future that if I introduce you to the Shaper, you will not immediately attempt, like, harm upon them. We will meet in a neutral place.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've been trying not to be so violent lately, but, I can at least agree to this.
This is the longest I've ever seen you with sleeves, I'm not going to lie.
This is a very nice jacket, so I'm trying not to ruin it.
Strange choice for a hunt.
Well, when you're as good as I am, you won't really make a mess.
Fair enough.
That does have a lot of confidence. Walk into a place that's all like, you're gonna kill shit in the woods, and you're wearing a fucking white suit.
Like the concept that like this is a competition, but you fed the enemies like something that guarantee heals them all the way up. That's fucking some confidence as well.
Exactly. It's got. I see. We're all on the same page.
You can refuse that if you want to. Like
It's like
when
my muscles start bulging. I'm just like, no, I gotta keep the suit nice. It's my new fit.
I didn't know you guys could play those anonymously though. So yeah, let's just get to the hunt. I guess we've already spent a lot of time not hunting. So you guys get released at 2 separate parts of the labyrinth. We're gonna go back here again. Can you each roll me a 20-sider and tell me how you're hunting and what's it look like?
I'm just gonna be upfront. I'm gonna be using Pathfinders, but I'm going to roll, of course. Ooh, that was a nice 20.
And that 20 is real good. And 18's real good. All right. So this actually works perfect for both Midnight and Vulpa. As you guys begin like searching outward. Ooh, that one's. Wait, can you guys change these ones? No, you can't. Give me a second. It's weird because Royce's token was the last one I put into the game, so you would think that was the one that wouldn't be set up for you guys to move, but you'd be wrong. All right, so you guys come upon like around one of the corners a absolutely savaged creature. We can barely even tell what it is anymore. Like whatever the beast we're hunting is came through this way. And I'm thinking like think on the scale of Monster Hunter. Like you guys know what popos are in Monster Hunter? The absolute giant mammoths.
Yep.
Whatever's in here just killed and ate most of like a mammoth-sized creature. You can tell me what that is, but what clues did it leave behind? Midnight and Vulpa, you can give me like full-on clues and narrate the scene as you want it.
Clues of like what the creature left behind, or
Yeah, the creature left behind, like it might have wounds in the creature. It might have like remnants of the creature that was here. You know what I mean?
I think just like really big tracks that were like going off a direction from the scene.
Okay, like really big tracks. What kind of claw situation are we looking at here?
I mean, based off of the you said demon chicken, so like I'm guessing like maybe it would look like chicken scratch, but like something being dragged, I guess, behind it.
Okay, yeah. Midnight, what do we see
I
here? Go ahead.
So I said I was using Pathfinder. Basically, Midnight just kind of closes his eyes, focusing all of his energy on his sense of smell, his sense of hearing, his sense of touch, just listening and taking in everything around him. And without even looking, he's drawn to basically a patch of what first he thinks is feathers, but then kind of looks like fur. And he's just taking in the scent of it to try to get a good idea of where this thing went.
I don't know why, but I like this big old rat corpse for some reason. Ooh, maybe I don't. That's a little grotesque. What if a rat was a mammoth, guys?
Wow.
Who would have a really long tail?
This is how we get our fucking like R rating right here.
Look at the schnauzer on that thing.
And so like yeah, you guys Midnight, you can track it perfectly. Like it is further into this maze. Like you guys can just run with a 20 on your Pathfinder. I feel like you guys can just run straight there.
I think Midnight just grins when he gets a sense of where it is, draws his weapon, and just goes dashing towards it.
It's like, yeah, you guys see Midnight run. Isn't that a
I
movie?
I think like before like chasing after Midnight, I think Vulpa wants to create an illusory creature of Pym.
Okay.
To
Sure the
like
hips are on
try
point.
and see if she can go distract the others if they find her.
A decoy.
I mean, she
Yeah.
told Ferris she'd help her kill Pym.
Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider. No, roll me 2 20-siders and take the higher. A 13 is very funny here. A 13 is very funny here.
Oh
Fuck.
no!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! No!
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Pym. I messed up.
Wow.
Hey, Royce. There's a
Yeah.
new anomaly in the hedges.
This is giving me a headache.
You made not Pym.
Oh
It occurs to
no.
me every single time I've used this spell, it's been a 13.
Man, that smells scary.
Negative Pym. Oh no.
Pym with buttons for eyes.
Oh my god, she just looks like a marionette.
Mip.
Yeah,
We've
right?
made Mip.
Oh my god, guys. So you do see Pym hits the ground in front of you. Like she is just here, ready to go. You see her she has her gun on her. She looks very she looks exactly like the last time Vulpa saw Pym. So whatever Pym was wearing the last
The
time
pirate.
Vulpa saw Pym. Was it the pirate outfit?
That was the pirate Pym.
So Pirate
Huh.
Pym just like appears, or like what? How did your spell look? Were you using like a little marionette and then it grew into this one?
Yeah, she basically has a cross brace that, and like she uses like some just marionette threads that like some strings to create sort of like a almost like an illusion being created. And so like and yeah, eventually I guess does end up looking pretty close to a person usually.
This one looks a lot like a person, except for button eyes. There are definitely button eyes going on. And voice.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
This is the in-between magic again. Like, this is you made a possible Pym.
Now, a big question here: is there any spirit or anything inside of this Pim?
Absolutely.
Pim possible.
Does Vulpa realize she doesn't have control over this thing?
I think pretty much immediately, and like Pim just like look this Pim like Mip like looks around, and it's just like she's here, and like you see her do the break of a gun and load in bullets, and she's just like, it's like, all right, everybody, Farrah's in this jungle somewhere. I'm gonna bring her down. She's my nemesis.
We're in the middle of a trial here, Pim. Can it wait till after?
This vengeance waits for no one.
It can be cooled and prepared for later.
Roll me a 20-sider.
Yeah, you could make her real angry if you kill her quarry first.
I got an 8.
Alright. A tough choice. Alright, so your tough choice is let her go now. And like, she will not find her quarry. Not right away, unless like the next time somebody rolls a 1 is when she finds Farrah and starts pulling the trigger. And they will immediately. Like that's just like a firefight on site. Or she will come with you, and as long as you all don't run into Farrah, she will help you. But if Farrah shows up, she's gonna shoot Farrah.
She can go. I don't want to compromise the integrity of our hunt here by having an extra member.
And you're like, you see her just slink away, like she gives you a thumbs up, and like pulls down her recon visor over her button eyes, and then just heads over.
You see that? You see what you've done? You've just had a child.
Oh, don't worry. She'll be gone in a day.
Congratulations.
I don't think she will. There's a spirit in there, like an actual...
No, I've done this plenty of times. It's fine.
I don't think you realize the severity of what you've done. You've made an opposite Pim from nothing.
Full control over what I have done.
You've made the impossible possible. You've made it Pim possible.
Hey Simmons, with a 3, you definitely kind of wandered off.
That hedge doesn't really look exactly like I thought. Oh God, it wasn't there.
Huh. I wish that were me.
What is that?
That is a very large gargoyle that is sitting in the center of this part of the labyrinth, guarding a pile of... You see piles and piles of armor and weapons of fallen soldiers that have attempted to defeat this gargoyle. And you just see like swaths of it. But you do see just a really cool looking ruby.
So what you're saying is this is just a statue that people have left stuff near. Nobody's ever. It's just a statue that like maybe I could bring something to it and just swap.
People like to come and die here.
How tall are these walls? Do I like...
You cannot climb over them, but you can see the gargoyle over them. If you try to climb over them, they will... No, they won't. Never mind. I decided to not do that part of it.
I don't like that sentence.
I was gonna have it so like you guys couldn't climb over it, but then it would it'd be kind of like removing the fact that I know Midnight has the ability to see illusions. Just because I know Simmons could climb and slash fly, doesn't mean I should eliminate that option. You know, like it would be harder if I didn't let him do it, but it's more fun if I do.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna. I hate doing this. I'm gonna approach the statue, but not get very close.
The statue, like, head slowly looks down at you. And
Hi.
just like, oh, and it just keeps staring. And then it's just like, hold on. I had something for this. Just like, aren't you gonna come try to steal the ruby?
Should I?
I mean, everybody else has. I just figured it's what you came to do.
Simmons just realizes that he's by himself now, and he goes, oh God, I just turned, that's not why I'm here, but I'm Simmons, by the way.
I don't
Come
think
up with
he
a name
has
for a
name.
gargoyle.
Yeah, it's like, shit. I don't think he has one, honestly. It's like, they have not named me. You do see that his legs are, like, his stone legs are part of his base, so he cannot, like, move outside of this center thing.
So as long as I stay far enough away that I'm relatively safe, quote unquote.
For sure, yeah.
Is the ruby, like, I mean, do you want somebody to take it out? I can move it if you want, but I don't want to take it if you don't want to.
It's like, nobody's ever decided to have a conversation with me. You guys gotta stop talking to all the bad guys, because then I gotta, like, name things. It's like, and he's just like, no, you see, like, they just come, they want it. I'm pretty sure I'm bait. I'm pretty sure this is bait and I'm a trap. But traps aren't meant to be sentient, and I've been here a long time.
What if
the walls move once in a while, so that's nice.
Do you know, the walls move, but you can't move. But if you could move, what would you do?
Oh, I think I'd like to set up like a big dungeon somewhere, like really difficult to get through, elaborate riddles, non-sentient traps. I feel
like that'd be better than just torturing somebody to have them sit in the middle of a maze for no reason forever.
I've been thinking a lot on like how I would make this a better place. So I think I would find myself a home, maybe perhaps like an already like pre-established place that I would like overthrow, perhaps like a giant hole or a cave in the ground somewhere. I would then
There's
build
a
out
big
dungeon
hole
around...
on what? There's a huge hole, and I don't remember where it was exactly. I saw one once. I had to jump down it. Probably blew that up. Actually, that's a bad. Never mind. Hey,
How are the rest of you looking for Simmons? Are the rest of you looking for Simmons? Because we can get you guys all here if we think that's a better scene.
Well, you see, I just assumed he ran off after midnight.
I think Vulpa just watched him leave, but doesn't really care enough to tell them where he went.
Admit I was just focused on taking the lead and the monster. I don't think he noticed.
we split the party.
I'm following midnight.
Yeah, Midnight had
Uh-huh.
a mission. I think we have to.
I want to
follow
know what's
it.
going on with it. I think you should go back to there for a minute.
Hold on.
I think okay. This would be very funny. Let's do me a favor, everybody, and get ready to. You are already in this fight, by the way. You guys have found this monster. You are in it.
I'm in the monster.
You're not in the monster so much as like you are there fighting it.
Whew. Oh, we get
It's
a
like,
little
what was
crazy
everybody's
there.
first attack on this? Like, in your first attack, it's going to count as a successful roll. Like, you guys succeeded, but give me that hit.
Well, like any good monster hunter, I'm going for the tail.
I think and then he ignites the shark bone weapon with his arrow smite, and just does a leaping, spinning attack across its face.
I think Vulpa stayed, fairly far back because she got a ranged weapon and just kind of took her time and just aimed to like shoot it in the head.
It's just like, is it very, like explosive ammo? Like, or is it piercing ammo? What I need to know what that gun do?
So it takes ammo, but she actually just uses like scintillate, and it looks like she's firing a bullet. So it's like a firework, actually.
That's
It
terrifying.
kind of explodes on contact into like I guess like kind of like ice kind of looking snowflakes.
Absolutely, I love the idea of like a flare gun and like you midnight as it like blows up on its this creature's face. It like leans back and lets out a loud cackle because like upon getting closer, this is a basilisk. Midnight, like you know it immediately. If it meets your eyes to its eyes, it's gonna petrify you. And it's starting to line it up while you're in the air getting ready to slash across its face. And then the flare gun goes off, the scintillate goes off right on its head. So it reels its head back and closes its eyes. And you can get your like perfect shot off, like just insect leaving the hell out of its face.
Yep.
Um
By the way, if that snail powder did have a poison effect on it, I'm not sure what the poison was, but
oh yeah. So couple quick things. As you slash across its face, midnight, like, and this is a successful attack, so like you don't get burnt, but like you are watching the acid of its blood coat your weapon. Like you have to quickly shake it off as like you can see little pits start to appear in your weapons.
oof.
Royce, as you bring your cybernetic like great sword made out of a spine of a demon down on the tail of this thing, it cleaves right through, showering this area in acid. And then the stump begins to wiggle, and then you see another like a chicken claw that's almost like a bear claw rip out of where its tail was and lunge at you.
Oh
Couple
dear.
things I know about this thing is it shapeshifts, it regenerates almost immediately, and it has acid blood. And it's a chicken of some kind, and scales of some kind.
Huh. Truly a worthy beast.
And like when it regenerates, it doesn't like you cut off its tail, you don't have to deal with a new tail. You have to deal with a different part.
We can sell the meat off of this thing forever.
Is now really the time for that?
Keeping my mind open.
Can you bring pieces of stuff from here out of it, or do they disappear when you walk across the barrier?
Once it's dead and no longer possessed by whatever is happening here, I think, yeah, you can. Like, because they trade meat and stuff from here. It
Oh,
just
that's right. You
can't
said
be.
that earlier. Okay.
Yes, I think if, like, say Unpim leaves, like, she's just gonna collapse and die. Like, the spirit's gonna leave. I mean, technically, you could, I guess, put on her clothes, but the gun's not her real gun.
I can put on
Is
her
it like
clothes.
a toy soldier gun?
I think it'll work as long as, like, you're there to, like, feed it with AP. Like, as long as it's around here, it is gonna work like a normal gun, but it doesn't have, like, Pim's, like, signature abilities.
It's the possibility thing that you, like, if it was somebody who had never met Pim, would it probably not work?
Yeah, if it was somebody that never seen anything that Pim did, it probably won't work. This Pim is gonna be a little bit good. Not just a little bit good, but good, because Pim took a leadership role in hunting down pirates, and that is what Vulpa's impression of Pim is when she made the not Pim. So she's going to be hunting down pirates. That is what she's after here.
A quick question: do I still have a telepathic link with it, or did that fail when it was not been?
I think it failed. Like, I think you have a general sense of her direction. Or, like, you might be able to. Like, if you make a roll for it, I'll let you try to control her or see out of her eyes.
Yeah, I think she just cares to see if she can find what it's doing.
You definitely get the vibe of hunting.
It's a 13 again on that spell.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like, she is hunting. Like, you see, it's Predator situation. You see Pim is putting, like, covering herself in mud, and, like, she is seeing multiple angles on Farah as, like, she approaches, but she just doesn't have the perfect shot. But she is completely hidden. She is in the bushes. Like, she is doing great.
She's very proud of it.
Yeah,
It might not have been like her intention, but she's very proud of its hunting style.
all right, everybody. Now you three are in this fight. What do you want your first rolled attack to be?
I'm gonna go for a leg.
Yeah, just fucking just cleaving it.
So if it becomes a tail, it's now like awkwardly trying to hobble around.
Love it.
I think Midnight is just realizing the problem the regeneration poses. Is going to close his eyes and make a plea to the black dog as he just relinquishes his restraint to it, and just try basically focusing all of his magic into the blade staff to just increase the size of the magic blade around it, to try to just slice open the top of its skull.
Absolutely. And what do you got, Vulpa? Oh, do we want to do these two rolls first?
Sure.
Yeah, you can do those first.
I'm ready for the pain.
And I'm swapping out the 12 foot.
All right. Oh, Royce rolled a fucking natural 20, though.
Well, it was gonna hit regardless.
Yeah, that thing doesn't miss. Ah, fuck. Like, let me bring up my sheet. Where did I write that thing's stat line down?
It's 6 damage normally.
Yeah, which means that is 12 right there. Because crits are just straight up doubles. Man, what does your 20 look like on that?
Well, I think I just arc through the flesh, and like the cyber demon kind of like has some arcs of electricity, and maybe it doesn't regenerate after I slice this leg off.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we do learn something right there. I think when because this is a weapon from hell. It's like everybody has to remember that is from this world's hell. The cyber demon's spine came out in last season. When you hit this thing with that, like you feel you have righted an anomaly. Like it's anomalous. The second the blade starts cutting through it, it's just like, no, this is the way it is. This weapon beats that.
Metal.
And absolutely, like, with a 20, for sure, we are setting the vibe. Do you guys know the song by Tyr, Blood of Heroes? If you don't, that's okay. Look it up at some point because it's playing in the background. Like, it's like super Viking heavy metal is happening right here. It's like in midnight as you like cleave across its the top of its head. Like you do see it the corrosive blood of it is like spreading all over the place, and it reels back, and when it looks back at you, it has another set of eyes above where you cut off of its head, but it is furious at you. And like you then see a shadow of the cut run again along the same like exact same line, and the top of its head just like blows off. But it hits the ground, and you start seeing it is regenerating, Vulpa, but this is the stun phase. You guys have like stars floating around above its like regenerating head.
So yeah, seeing its wounds. I mean, she was going to be doing this like beforehand. She was just watching to see how their attacks went. But like she kind of mimics the motion of loading a like bullet, but she's going to be casting Bedazzle from the gun, aiming it, I think, just at the base of the neck that's regenerating.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, maybe not so much.
Ooh, somebody gave me a 1, right?
Yes, you did get that.
I'm just gonna turn that 5 to a 1 because I think it'll be really fun, and everybody was expecting it. As the Bedazzle hits, like you do see like smoke pouring like around it. It's just like, huh. But I don't think any of you are like overconfident. Like none of us are like flexing. Like, yeah, we did it. We all hear the rumbling in it as 2 heads come bursting out.
Question: does that GM1 count for that one you said earlier with the knot pin?
Oof. That's really. I was making that one like you guys have to roll it. Mostly because like it seems rude for me to choose when that happens. But we can. Do you want it to?
My official ruling, personally, is that one was not rolled, and you did specify that it was a rolled one. That would trigger that event.
Alright.
Then yeah, I think we would go with that then, yeah.
Yeah. But for sure. Simmons, you and your gargoyle friend are hearing a loud ass roar that's also like a baka. It's like, oh, sounds like they trapped a new one in here.
Hey, I've been thinking since you've been talking about being trapped, and I remembered something that they told me earlier about possibilities.
Yes, I. He's just like, this is the longest conversation I've ever had.
I've got an
like,
idea.
Go ahead.
And Simmons just like, I don't know how you like put energy into imagining something, but pictures this gargoyle with the ability to free itself from its base. And he just says to him, you could fight that thing out there. You could escape this trap. You could do this thing that you want to do. It could be a thing you could do. You just have to, I hate to say this out loud, believe it.
It's like, Simmons, I think, and this is crazy cool. You spend enough time around Gemini and around For the Queen and a lot of fun situations. Simmons, what do you name this gargoyle? Like, what is his name?
I mean, it's got to be Ruby.
Absolutely. Roll me 2 20-siders. I will take an 11. And as like 11 is perfectly good. I don't know what a full perfect success on it even does, so I wouldn't like. I just want to see how it goes. Royce, there's another anomaly now. A significant one.
My headache grows.
Oh my god, this is...
Does he start to move?
Oh, 1000% as he snatches Simmons and flies to you guys as friends.
As he grabs me, I point at the ruby and I'm like, you forgot. Bring that with you. You can't leave it here.
He definitely does. It's like, come, friend. Today we fight! I'm gonna take you on a ride.
Did you read? I can't be mad at you for making references after what I did. Never mind.
Yeah. So it reforms with 2 heads. We have a huge leg of it, like, cut off and just pouring like a swamp of corrosive blood on the ground. Royce, like you rolled a 20 though, like you are no threat of it. Midnight, it has a second head, and I'm imagining this whole time, like, the heads have been like biting at you guys, like you guys have been fighting. Give me just a quick little vignette of your fight.
Well, I'm just hopping around everywhere, like just jumping from ledge to ledge to dodge things.
I think Vulpa is more or less kind of just circling the battlefield looking for shot opportunities and trying to avoid its attacks.
I think Midnight basically, with his transform state, has been just shooting tendrils out to basically grapple from like the building to the monster, and focusing on trying to keep the eyes damaged so that petrification effect would not be basically avoid it being directed at the others. He's just trying to
Absolutely.
be a fly buzzing around his head, basically.
All right, and everybody, like, I'm going to roll its attack. It's gonna roll 2 dice. Like, this is one for each head. Both of them, because of what Midnight just said, are aimed for you, though, man.
That sounds good.
Don't worry. One of them failed outright, and the other one, like, is coming at you with just the fangs, like, sideways bite situation, like the way that you hold an ice cream cone. But imagine that's a mouth. Like a taco bite. And it's gotta, like, if it wants to hit you, it's gotta take a hit from somebody else. Or it misses completely. But you get to choose, Midnight.
I think I pissed it off enough where it's going to go for an attack on me.
All right.
But
who hits
I
it?
am also going to play. Let's have Royce hit it, but I'm also going to be playing the card cross counter.
Absolutely.
It does get bite in on him, but Midnight is just jabbing his magic view staff side into its side of its head to just knock it towards Royce.
Love it. So Royce did 12. Vulpa did 4. 4. It's gonna do. It would have done 6 with its bite, but you did 6 to it. And now, Royce, what is your? You see a wide opening as its head goes to bite Midnight.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is to just jump and like spin in midair and try to drill through its chest with my sword.
Yeah, for sure. Hit me with the silver drill.
Now I'm gonna roll a 1, and it's gonna be amazing.
You rolled a 7. You rolled a 15, but it's showing me a 17. It's doing that again, guys.
Yep.
But okay, but either way, it's a success. Like, but let's have a ruling right now about this. Do we want to go by what the die says on the screen, because that's also generally what the stream sees, or do we want to go by the number on the side?
It should be the number on the side, because that is what it generates out to.
Yeah, I think it's a physics engine bug that the dice kind of doesn't work. So I'm not entirely sure how reliable the rolled dice is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure what it does is. Yeah,
no, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll say go with the physics.
Yeah, that being said, it does look cooler, I think, on the dice that's rolled.
So Nika just refreshed. I'm gonna roll a 20-sider. This isn't for anything. Don't worry about it. Unless it's showing me a 9. I rolled a 9. Okay. Maybe we'll see how it goes from here. All right. So Royce, with the sword, like, you just launched into its chest.
Yeah, I'm drilling through its chest.
Hey, you guys, you see Royce doing this, and it is working. As, like, you're drilling through basically stone. Each one of its scales is almost like a plate on the earth. Like, you know how you can, like, age things by like slate, and it's like cracking through, and it is like pouring out the corrosive blood, but you're still okay. Like you've still rolled a success. Midnight, you have your spear jutting out the back of one of the sides of one of its heads, and like it cannot close its mouth on you. Vulpa, you see this all happening as one of the heads is slowly scanning for people to petrify, and it's slowly turning to look at you. It is not there yet, but you know it's going for it. And Simmons, this gargoyle can fucking fly, even though it too is made completely of stone.
I think the word is bitchin'.
What
He
I
is, in
heard
fact,
is
bitchin'.
it can't be petrified.
That is a good point. So kid. Is used the head that's like scanning to look? Is it on the ground or is it?
Oh, it's probably up like right next to it, right next to the other head. It's not the head that Midnight's inside.
Okay, so like I guess I say, hey, Ruby, go for the eyes, and just sort of have him distract the what's it called? What the hell's the word? The petrification head, while Vulpa does some cool shit.
Like, he salutes. He's just like, whatever you say, and like, it tucks you into like one. He pulls you close to one with one of his hands, and like, kind of like cages you against his chest.
Oh, I
It's
get a
just like,
hug.
this is going to be bumpy, little friend.
Go for it.
Ooh,
Oh, there's the one.
there's a one. Oh shit, that wasn't me. I'm sorry. I had no reason to roll that. That even though I rolled a 1 and I appreciate myself rolling that 1, that's Simmons' roll. That's not my roll. That's Simmons rolling with using Ruby as a weapon.
Oh, you're gonna put this on me, okay?
I have to put it. It's not. You get the 1. All right. So, one more time. You get 2. One's for you and one's for him. The 16 and 17 are real good though. Okay, Vulpa. You whatever you roll, you can roll 2. The second one is a 19. One of them is a 19. It's not a perfect 20, but it's real good. The second one you roll will tell us if it's a 20 kind of deal. You fully succeed on what's about to happen. Like, while you're setting up the perfect shot against whatever part you deem the part that you want to help out with right now. Like, the second head is swerving to look at you, but without even like, I'm thinking like the no shot thing, or where like the superhero is doing one thing and all of a sudden his like friend comes out and like slams the person that was about to stop them out of nowhere. Do you know the trope I'm going for?
Yeah.
And that is when Ruby and Simmons slam into the second head and have just like dragged it to the ground. And like, Ruby is breaking this thing's neck, Simmons, for the record. Like, he's just got one hand digging into an eye socket and the other hand just like wrenching back and forth like a dog with a toy.
Simmons is just screaming. He's terrified.
It's like, do not worry, little friend.
Where did Royce cut open?
Right here. Like, he's currently still drilling at it, but like, if you want to do a cool scene of fucking,
I think she's aiming for like, yeah, it's vital, pretty much, like around without.
Absolutely beautiful. You did cross counter midnight, so you took 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Excellent. So.
Did you say 2d20 or what? What did you say?
Oh yeah, this is your specialty for sure. You get 2d20. Oh wait, no, you have a 19.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, but you rolled. Okay. See, it looks like a 20 on my screen, right? Oh no, it's caught between. It's caught between. But yeah, you rolled 2 more successes. You had a guaranteed success. It just, if it would have been a 20, it would have been sick. But yeah, you put a bullet right in that spot. What does it look like as this thing like basically rips open? Kind of grossly, like you just mined this thing.
I think it's going to look like it did nothing at like first, but like after a second, it's going to kind of look like, I guess because she's like kind of. I think it would look like maybe like it would like kind of look like you've seen like mirrors, like things made of mirrors with like triangle stuff, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It would kind of like look like that before like I guess shattering into like the like snowflake kind of look that she had with her other shots.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And like it explodes, and like there's a gout of that the corrosive blood. And midnight, like it tries to roar, but you are right there. Like you can press this spear deeper into its head if you want to. You can make another attack. Like you're perfectly good. Ruby's got the other head kind of like held down, and he sets Simmons behind him and just keeps doing fucking like elbow drops on its neck. So don't worry, I saw this once in an old story. And then he turns it around and RKO's the head.
I think what Midnight's actually going to try to do is he's going to try to flip out of the mouth to get back on top of the head, and then stab down. And with him relinquishing restraint, I think he's just going to try to just unleash all of his shell magic into the skull to try to destroy the brain entirely.
Absolutely. Give me a roll for that. Oh, I thought, that was so close.
13.
That 13 was going back and forth. With an 11, like you will be able to blow this head up again. Like, are we dig dugging this with shadow magic, or is it more like Bleach, the wave attacks look?
It's basically he's trying to surge all the magic in his shell smite just straight through into the skull to just explode inside of it.
Then yeah, this one's just like it takes a little extra effort. Like you really have to push because an 11 is just barely a success. Yeah. So like,
yeah, I think to add to it, I think they'll probably actually deactivate his shell smite just because he's just surging it all at once. If that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely, I'll take it. For sure. So like that top head just gets like cleaved off, and you guys see the corrosive blood pouring out, but like it's also like starting to you don't see another head appear. You start to see like fingers of its claws start to grow back instead of another head, and like another arm as it is like it's wet, covered in acid, but crawling towards Royce as like he's like slamming the sword further and further into it. Royce, you can now feel the heart of this anomaly. Like you see this creature's organs basically.
Oh, nice.
Like, and it is a biological creature. Like it exists.
Well, it exists. I'm getting in those guts.
That was a phrase I wasn't ready for. I should have seen it coming. I really should have. That one's on me, guys. All right. Give me a 20-side. Give me two 20-siders because it makes sense. Take the highest.
The first one.
Okay. Tough choice. And then... Oh, success. Royce. In here, inside, once you're fully enveloped by this creature, it feels very, very similar to being inside the in-between.
Ooh, neat.
It's just like, it burns. I need to be incredibly clear. This burns, but like, it's not doing much against your silver suit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, even this thing's acid is not burning through. Like, it's like, oh no, you came equipped with the right armor. And because this thing is an anomaly and you're wearing silver, you, like, everybody outside, this thing is boiling. Like, you see masses of fur and feathers, like, as bubbles, like, all around. The many different hands that are coming out of its neck are many, many, many different hands and many different kinds of hands. The head that Ruby and Simmons are holding on to is changing from like a chicken to a dragon to a like basically Fenrir for a second to a massive red cap, and then like it's freaking out. Royce, what are you doing inside? Are you grabbing any of these parts? You are going to kill it from existing inside of it.
So I'm basically like in the middle here, right?
Yep. Yeah, you're wherever you want to be, really.
I want to, in plain terms, become a blender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a whirlwind situation. Do you have whirlwind?
I do.
We're gonna, like, that's what that 15 was a roll for right there. Let me make sure I read whirlwind for everybody to make sure. Okay, yeah, we're turning this thing inside out. Yeah, so like, what's it look like, Royce? And what part is left that we turn in?
So what I imagine is, I get in there, right, and like it gets real quiet for everybody, and then like my sword jumps out the side, and then it just starts spinning in like a corkscrew around it, and then it just lops the top half of the body off, and then the other half just like falls away. So I just split it in two.
And yeah, with your sword and your silver, it fucking does. Like, it's right in half. Yeah, like multiple tails laying on the ground. There's one neck stump that just has like a dozen arms coming out of it. One neck stump that has a head that looks... What did it end on, Simmons?
It's a very small human face.
Ooh. You didn't have to make it worse.
I preferred petrifying stone creature.
Yep, just a very small human face. Fucking, yeah, because I gotta ask this one now. Do we recognize the face?
Is it Alder?
It could be Alder.
Nice. This is everything I wanted from this.
Ruby's just like, it is much less threatening now that it is dead. It's like, oh,
hey guys,
fine warriors.
This is Ruby.
I am Ruby, a guardian, a weapon, hopefully a friend. Extends very long hand.
I think Midnight's still stabbing at him as he's trying to bring himself down from the lack of restraint he has right now.
Oh god, you're still stuck up there.
It's like, oh, a cautious friend. And Ruby starts punching punching Alder's face.
All right, I think this one's good in my book.
It takes a few seconds, but I think he'll eventually come down from where he is and sit nearby, breathing heavily.
You're a little wet.
That is entirely corrosive. Here, does any Ruby just is looking around for a handkerchief, but does not have one, as he is made of stone. It's just, Ruby looks at everybody. It's like, thank you for allowing me to aid you in your combat. It was truly an exhilarating experience. I've never faced a foe on that level before. It's just like, I hope I can see the world, face the world. And like, then you guys, he looks down at his feet. His feet are still in like locked in token based form. You guys know what I mean?
Mm.
He's like a army man.
Yes.
Hey, those
you see
guys
some
are
of
plenty
the
mobile.
toes are trying to wiggle. It's just, I hate to be a bother. Do you have anything that could help me out here?
Like, get off the thing?
Yes, I can fly, and it's majestic, as you all saw.
I don't know how precise I can be with this, and I hold up the sword.
He looks at you, and then he like looks over at the basilisk. He's like, if you believe in yourself,
He'll be fine.
Oh,
He's done a lot of crazy shit.
is that the plan? We're gonna just like hack at it with.
wait! What's going on? Sorry, I lost attention for a moment. Hacking out what?
Sorry, Ruby wants off of his base. Like he's got a token base, and he does not want to be on the token base. And Royce is offering to hack it off with the demon greatsword.
You know, give me 1 moment. It's going to be rubbing dirt on the. He's going to be rolling in the dirt for a moment just to get all the acid off before he'll stand up and pull out the chisel. Maybe this will do it.
Like Ruby looks down and she's like, "It's awfully small, but if you believe in yourself, I trust you."
Oh, trust me, this is a special chisel. We'll see.
I want to see this. Go ahead, Midnight.
And he'll create a hammer from the Brell's handy haversack and start trying to chisel away at the feet.
Midnight? Not Midnight. Royce?
Oh God.
Oh, God.
I
Oof.
pushed the roll too soon.
Don't you worry. I wasn't going to ask you for a roll anyway.
Okay.
I think handling a chisel is perfectly fine. Like, it is made for for this. If you would roll a 13, I would have had you rip its legs off. But don't worry. Royce, and we'll carry the 3 into this one. Every single hammer blow that you see Midnight connect with is like anomaly. I'm like
mincing every time it hits. I'm like, ow. Are they like staying there, or is it like every hit just it's an anomaly and it goes away?
It's anomaly, and then Ruby becomes more anomalous, and then it's anomaly, and then Ruby becomes more anomalous, and eventually by the end of it, it does. Ruby raises both of his legs, completely free of it. Simmons, Ruby looks a lot more. Best way to say it is, he's looking less stone and more. You know what the Ruby weapon looks like in Final Fantasy VII?
Oh God.
Like, what if Ruby's skin was that? Like candy
Sweet.
shell red. Oh, sorry. What did Nika said? She lied. What'd she lie about? What did I say? Oh, but not the Ruby weapon, which is different. And then I'd like. It's because they kept saying Ruby weapon in chat. I was like, sure, yeah, fuck it, I'll let it rock. Like, Ruby is a weapon. But Ruby's just like, all right, and like closes his fist. He's just like, where we going? What are we up to? He's like flexes. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take over the biggest, baddest hole I can find. I'm gonna build a dungeon the likes you've never seen.
Make sure it's a fun dungeon.
A fungin?
Oh, it will be a fungin. We will serve funyuns.
Make sure they have safe words.
Hey, Ruby. Are you
yes,
hungry?
dear friend. Now that I think about it, yes. I've never been hungry before, but that explains an emptiness in my stomach.
Do you think you could help us carry this entire corpse back to the lodge? And then after they saw it, you could just eat it if you wanted. If that's okay with everybody else.
We should that
I mean, sure.
it's
You-
acidic.
You have to turn this body over to them, so that this is for their trade. They are going to make weapons and stuff out of this body for the until the next year.
There is a nice big chunk of tail you could probably have right over there.
I mean, I don't know if I like it, but I don't know what I don't like. So never eaten before, and like you see him like definitely do the scene from The Office where Kevin doesn't know how to eat broccoli.
I just
Well,
really
we
like
have
the
to
idea of bringing the entire corpse back. Because they were like, make sure you have the biggest piece so we know it's real.
Oh, yeah.
We have 2 equal pieces now.
I'll grab one piece. Somebody else grab the other.
Ruby's got it over his shoulder, repeatedly trying to eat this like tail, but it keeps like stinging him in the face. Fucking the food attacks me.
It's called spice.
You know, that's a good point.
So back here. Oh, let me grab Ruby.
I wonder how the other guys are doing.
It's like in the winners, we're Lockstitch, and what the fuck is that?
It's our new friend, courtesy of Simmons.
Gee, yeah, it's fuck. And Cactus Jack Mage, who has been sitting on the side over there the whole time, just like chilling out, eating snacks. It's just oh shit. The desert gargoyle? I didn't think they existed. He just like walks up to it and he's just like, oh, the roses of the desert, as he crawls all over him. It's like, He's like, can I check those teeth? Oh, open. Oh, there it is. And like kind of climbs into Ruby's mouth and then climbs out. And he's just like, You guys did real good here. I didn't think they existed anymore.
I like the cut of that guy's jib.
Cactus Jack Mage is pretty alright. he was made for another game, but like they did not use him at all. Much like this game. And she's like, go ahead.
Just a oops.
Like, these guys come in, and like Farah's got like a part of her ear shot off. She's like, oh, that was a crazy dungeon. You know, like those bushes actually just attack you? Like, Saad is just like, I'm sorry. I figured we could just dig right through. And he's like, the fastest way is a straight line. And Cactus Jack is like, I warned him. I warned him. We spent that whole time being attacked by the bushes, and then Little Miss got shot by someone. It's like, wasn't any of you, right?
No, it was not.
No, I mean, I did see something move at one point, but I didn't really know what it was.
I don't even know how to shoot a gun.
Ruby's just like, I only have these, and flexes.
Yes.
I refuse to use it.
So do I. And I flex too and pose.
Oh, back to back, red and blue. And Everson, who we know is actually named Shush, is just like, a deal is a deal. The Siren has given me full permission to lead Lockstitch to the resonance device. It's just like, we will have many conversations later, but right now, time is running low. Oop, I made 2 rubies.
Ruby 2!
Ruby Tuesdays.
I want
Does that
Ruby
joke work for
Tuesdays to
anybody
be.
else?
I want it to be the day that Royce and Ruby go lifting.
Yep. Okay.
Those what were?
Get yourself some bad crab cakes and some shitty sliders. Why do I keep copying the wrong things? Does Ruby Tuesdays like work for anybody else? Does anybody understand that?
Yeah.
Solid. Excellent. I don't know how nationwide that chain is.
Used to be a great salad bar.
All right. So this, you guys can feel, all of you. Some of you more than others. All right. Midnight and Royce. Royce, as you approach this, you feel filled with possibilities. Like, you can look around and see this entire space full of the infinite versions of Royce that could have existed.
Oh,
like
not
that,
this again.
That is this room. Midnight, when you're in here, you see 2 very strong, different versions of yourself. Like you don't just see them, you feel them. Like, you are both of them at the same time when you walk into this room. It's like you are simultaneously the most cursed creature on the whole ecosahedron, like in like wielding those curses as weapons, or you are some strange, not paladin, but you are the curse breaker, like the one known to destroy curses, and feared by those accursed.
Basically, kind of a Dark Knight kind of vibe.
Kind of, yeah.
Or
not Ruby though. You see Ruby, like, Royce, if you look at Ruby, it's almost like pulling magic into themselves, and like not like super fast, but not slow. You see Ruby like flexing their hand, and you can see more ligaments, and like they are becoming a specific thing in this world. And like becoming less anomalous by it.
Oh, good. Less anomalies is good.
Vulpa, did we both have children today?
I consider it a friend.
There'll be more of a child
that-
later. You'll understand.
Also, I'm not the only one that has to deal with that kind of confusion. Got it.
It stops, and you see Shush approach it, and he like puts his hand over a part of it, and it stops resonating, and like everybody starts seeing things normal again. But Ruby is still what Ruby has become. Like, Ruby is a red carapaced gargoyle that kind of looks like a hot rod. I wish I had the art to like show us all that right now, but I don't. Soon though. There we go. I did it. All right. Like Shush is just like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, are we setting up what kind of song? Like, is it just this one? And it's like he's holding a record from Lydian that they have sent over the correct record. And it's just this? We just play this song and you guys are all happy with us?
I look at everybody and I'm just like, that's correct, right? Yeah.
I mean,
Verifying.
that is the song, right?
It's definitely the song. I don't think like that's a necessary part of like. I don't think I need you guys to like fight for that. You know what I mean?
They're honorable.
I give them a thumbs up. That's the correct one. Yes.
All right. So what does Lydian's song sound like, though? Like, just vibe-wise. Not Lydian, Lokers. Sorry. Lydian's is fucking EDM from a ghost DJ.
I mean, it's gotta be like, I don't know, like, it would probably be like some kind of like, drums and like things you would listen to while, preparing for a great hunt, I guess.
It's Celtic folk music.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
good.
See, that's kind of
It can be
I was
close.
kind of thinking like a.
Sorry.
I was kind of thinking like a dark metal kind of version of the Starborne Melody.
What about like more like Viking almost?
So the specifically, these guys are more like Victorian hunters. These guys are way more think of this hunt as like the way that they hunt with foxes and stuff through the maze. That's this style of
yes.
hunt. The hunt that you guys are looking for, the real good stuff that we want to get into, that's somewhere else. So keep it like the Celtic music, the Viking stuff, that is all one spot.
So
and we're
this is
not
more
there
like
yet.
British.
Is there like a low droning hurdy-gurdy going on here?
That is perfectly good too. Like the low droning hurdy-gurdy is perfectly good. Getting ready for the hunt is like perfectly good.
Like the Kill the Beast song.
Kill the Beast is like really spot on. Oh shit. What other songs are like that?
What about the Battle Raven song? That'll probably go with one of the Viking Celtic versions. Never mind.
But no, there's a song called was it Cell Dwellers? It's a song called Avalanche. I can't remember what it is. It has a hurdy-gurdy. I don't like hurdy-gurdies by like just rage.
I do like the idea from Val of it being like there being a monster hunter hunting horn.
That one's not here yet. Don't worry, Vala. Don't you worry. Oh,
no.
I hate to say y'all are killing me right now.
You did this to yourself.
I did. That's my fault. But this being like low metal and stuff, like Midnight was saying, like almost like ominous, like metal is like pretty close, I think.
Like,
like I did this to us. I forgot that I needed to be. We're about to see some stuff in coming weeks.
What about this? A hurdy-gurdy, but it's Ramstein.
oh, now I'm just thinking like Hall of the Mountain King. Like, it's just very suspenseful build-up.
Hold them all. That's pretty good. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do kind of like that, like the slow build.
Fucking yeah, I'll take it for sure. I hate hurdy-gurdy so. Oh no, okay, that's the way I'm saying it. If you've never had an upstairs roommate learning a hurdy-gurdy, you don't understand my
no.
pain.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a hard
that sounds
instrument.
painful.
Am I thinking the right cell dwellers though, guys? Like is. Oh no, cell dweller is a different guy, but yeah, that guy's cool. Oh yeah, he does Jericho. Oh, sorry, I'm just stuck in music tangents now. End of the Empire. I played that as a game. It was great. Anyway, so yeah, Royce, you can study this a little bit. All of you guys can study this area. You're allowed to play that song and do. You can't break this apart. Well, no, I guess you can. What are you gonna do with it? Because the other team would have destroyed it completely. Because they would have paid to destroy it.
Well, they wanted to destroy the area here.
Oh yeah, the Cellar Darling. That is the band that I was thinking of, guys. It's Avalanche by Cellar Darling is what I was trying to think of. Cellar Dweller is a different one that's good. The other team would have destroyed this area, mined down, and dropped a giant piece of null metal into it, because this is the side of the Celestial Sea that would have been able, like, they would have turned magic off here. That's what they were planning to do.
I mean, Ruby wanted a dungeon, right? We just keep it the same and make it worse?
Ruby could have a job.
It would keep this side from not falling to them eventually, right?
No, if they wanted, it's like, if you would, Shush is just like, if you want an accord with us, we could most certainly strike up an agreement. Anytime they make a play for here, we must have a hunt. Winner takes all.
Well, that does sound useful.
Only one hunt a year.
You know what? I like these terms.
The terms are reasonable in a way, but at the same time, if they ever win, kind of done.
Oh, they won't win.
But
I think we can deal with that problem in a year.
yeah, I'm sure we could. It just feels a little lopsided. Like there's the thing that's a little more permanent. Well, we have to defend this.
Are you not looking to open gateways all across the world? Are you not looking to open a pathway to the stars?
We are definitely looking into many possibilities, gateways being one of them, yes.
Yes,
I feel as your level of success is also very powerful.
Very well.
And everybody honorably played the game. It's just like, and we will create
There's that.
such fashion out of that basilisk.
Wait, you're actually able to use the parts yet? I thought it disappears.
No, we eat these things, and like they disappear if they leave the forest, and if they leave the hedge maze alive. Like they will eventually just become aether. But once they're dead, we trade and we eat them. It's our tradition. It's what the hunt's for. It's also why we don't do it more than once a year. As like, could you imagine too many creatures?
Yes.
Ruin the market.
I mean, what would happen if, per se, like something was created in there?
Oh, it gets hunted to death. And except for this is new. Pointing at Ruby, like we created that thing eons ago, eons and eons ago. It's like I have a name. It is Ruby. My mistake. We created Ruby eons ago. They were, for what we considered mostly a non-sentient trap. Successful one.
It seems fairly simple.
But now it's a person. I'm concerned that it's a person.
It's a cool person.
I would never suggest that it wasn't a cool person.
So what about like sentient things that are in here? Would that be a problem?
When a sentient monster is created, it's rare that we attempt the song of sentience. The song of strength and the song of viciousness, they're far easier. And just one time we had this creature. It was called an illithid. It was a nightmare. Like, she came through when we sang the song of intelligence. She came through, destroyed everyone we put up against her, made her way back through the gate all on her own. I guess that's the second way out. If any of them come and touch this, like he points to the resonator, they all go back to the in-between. And you see Ruby like put his hands behind his back, trying like getting away from it.
Where hypothetically would they go if they didn't come from the in-between?
I assume they would still make the pathway to the in-between if they resonated with it. Anything made in here would resonate with the in-between. We had the millipede incident last year, where there is a millipede, absolutely Goliath one, wandering the in-between. Be careful if you ever visit.
Sounds like
Noted.
fun. Right. Be careful. Visiting.
Simmons kind
You
of
want to go too, don't you, Royce?
What? What are we talking about?
Yeah, you want to kill it too.
Simmons kind of sidebars Vulpa and says, "How long does that last?" Actually, no, he wouldn't see it, would he? Never mind. I take that back. He wasn't there.
He puts down, like, drops the needle on the record, and you guys just hear like the at first very somber tones like of the Starborne Melody. It's just like, oh, that's weird, and then like it blends with the rest of it, and you guys can start hearing all throughout the side, like everything kind of jostles, and everybody goes up by like a foot and then back down, like everyone and all the cities it happens. Like it's a real quick earthquake situation. And Shush is just, was that supposed to happen? Was that it?
That was the plan.
Yep.
She's like, all right, okay. It's just like, if you're interested in hunting, it's like, whether or not a challenge is presented, come back to us next year. And then we will get you a real good hunt. For the record, I don't think a year means the same thing for the folks at Loker. I think it's much sooner than that.
Anytime. It was fun.
For the record, what's the rules on trophies? So I know for next time.
Anything killed in the hunt belongs to the Loker. Your experience and your memories and recognition belong to yourselves. But we are the ones who know how to work this material. It is our economy.
Do we maybe get first shot at buying some of the parts when you sell them?
Perhaps. Perhaps we will set up trade deals between our cities.
Yes.
Diplomacy.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
And yeah, like we can go back to the feast hall, and you guys can literally just eat next to the other guys. Like they'll be here.
Giant feast.
It's just, may or may not be serving corrosive chicken.
How'd you describe this, Royce? It's spicy?
Oh yeah, it's got a little bit of a spicy kick to it. It's quite nice.
The chef pokes their head out from the back, and it's just like, "You're welcome."
Compliments.
Oh, stop it.
What's this little tiny apartment in the corner?
Fuck. Oh, that was your apartment. I don't know how it got copied. It's just Simmons' house.
No, I don't want to live here.
This was all a dream of Simmons.
Yeah, it's just like Simmons wakes up. I just do like cardinal sin in storytelling. It was all just a dream. I'm still mad at Super Mario 2 being a dream.
You just delete Simmons.
Yep. Goodbye, Simmons.
I went home. So it's like, we're done now, bye.
Anyway, hey Ever.
I was just like, oh, you guys. It's like, absolutely. Ever like does the like Ever gives Royce the nod and then like walks out into the chambers.
I'll see y'all later.
I'm Royce.
Nice. Now we just draw the curtains on that, and then because I multiple reasons I'm not ready to describe whatever looks like underneath that.
I have my permit. Don't worry.
Hey, just make sure that silver doesn't bother them.
Well, be fine.
The folks from Loker have no problems with silver. That's just like flat out. I don't think we're ever gonna have to worry about good guys. Well, except for the Folded City, because the Folded City has good and bad guys in it. That are gonna be like naturally allergic to silver. But yeah, we're running a little bit late, so that's where the game's gonna end. You guys as characters going forward can be on perfectly reasonable relationships and terms with the Shaper soldiers, it's just gonna be kind of weird because I think like they kind of seem cool, the same way that you guys seem cool. It's just like, oh no, we did this cool thing. It's like we heard about when you guys like took out that giant shark. That's crazy. You should have seen when we hunted this yuck fish because it was fucking nasty. It was everywhere. Like those kind of stories are going back and forth all over this room, and everybody is talking about the like their best kill, like their best like hunt. And Ruby's going on and on about how one time an entire like platoon came after his Ruby at the same time and he slaughtered them all with one swish of his tail.
General tales of badassery.
Yeah, completely. And everybody's just like, and they're all true. Like you can tell some of them are a little bit embellished, but you can also feel like in these halls you cannot speak a lie about boasting. Like embellishment is fine, but as long as you don't flat out lie.
What happens if somebody did try to lie?
I think it
because Vulpa would probably instinctively try to lie still.
Oof. I think it's almost like a record scratch, and everybody knows about it, and everybody, depending on the level of a lie. Like as long as it's not a lie about like you saying I went out and killed this person or like this monster, that's fine. Like not giving your actual name seems fine. Doesn't have anything to do with your skill.
No, I mean like I don't think like she doesn't really tend to kill things while hunting, so she probably would have like just said something like, "Yeah, she killed whatever she was after."
Oh, yeah, it's like the hunt can also be. It's just like we took it down, and it's just like I think they're asking you guys about the time the crew healed the whale. Like we heard a story about you all like being able to like also like take care of things, and they're equally as impressed with you guys healing things and doing like non-lethal missions as they are about the hunts. At least the pirate crew are. The hunters are more concerned about the hunts.
I do have one
That's
weird
fair.
question. So
Yeah, go for it.
Midnight's obviously going to be talking about some of the hunts from his home, but some of those things probably don't even exist here, so is that going to cause any issues?
No, it doesn't cause any issues.
Okay.
These guys, they know about you guys. They know the silver thimble. They know the silver thimble is from a different world, and there are a lot of people that talk about the fact that there used to be thousands of worlds out there. Like that is not a religion, but a well-doctored, like well-written theory. I think Rennick, Thaddeus, and Hank are actually like co-writing that like paper as we speak. So it's not like a secret. Some people don't believe it, but those are the flat Earth deniers, the ones that deny that liminal was a thing. It's like, and those people are crazy. We all know that we started with liminal. So, anyway, so that's it for the game. Like, you guys are like having a good feast. All of you are. Royce, trust me, I think it's going great.
Nice.
And then yeah, Ruby is not joining the crew. Ruby's gonna be out there. Like
Looking for
Ruby's
a hole.
gonna be able to stay, like, as themselves once they leave. They can go past the hedge. And I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it's absolutely fine.
What have I done?
Yeah, this entire time, Vulpa was like just thinking about if that pin is going to actually go away at the end of the day. Because she's honestly not sure at this point.
Yeah, me either, because I don't like to play with other people's characters, you know? And like having a clone of like Pim real quick like that wandering around is fine, but I don't personally like Carrie did not come to me with a evil twin plan, you know? If somebody had come to me with an evil twin plan, I'd probably like put it out there, but because they didn't, I think it does wear off. I think that I don't think that Pim reaches the in between again. And I think it's
Does it just become like a homunculus, or is it like just a dead body? Could Pim have like a get out of jail free card?
God, that would be terrifying for her. She just randomly woke up.
Yeah, it is just gonna be what it is the spirit that locked onto that illusion fades. And then once that illusion goes away, and once the spirit goes away, it stops powering the illusion. But we did for a moment see an actual spirit, a memory spirit.
I don't know if Tarkus would have a good time here or a bad one.
This whole place is weird. But they throw hunts, they throw feasts. They got a pretty good like trade system going on. They'll get something set up with the crew. And yeah, so real quick recap for today's game. The party came to Loker to like get their song playing, and also had a competition and set up relationships with Loker. Loker turns out to be a very hunting focused group of people with a resonance, with something that resonates in such a frequency the way it can make the impossible come to life. That just exists out there, Royce. Like that, and that is how they are using it. It is dangerous for sure. It's basically a possibility generator. Like if it could exist, we can pull it out of that. They only use it for monsters, for the record. They do not use it to try to pull people. They do not use it to try to get weapons. They know songs to make monsters with this. And we learned that you guys were competing against the Shapers crew, and Simmons gave them all like snacks and healed them fully, and had like you guys had an honorable little mission against them, and the Shapers crew is professionally against you guys, but personally you all just can be friends if you want to. Like, you don't have to. I'm not saying you guys have to be friends with these people. They do some pretty bad shit, but so do you. So on the fence about all this. And in the hedge maze, well, everybody, because Midnight, fucking perfect hunter, just is like finds a corpse of prey and just like, it's this way, and just goes sprinting into the hedge maze. Like the perfect direction. Simmons goes wandering off, makes friends with a statue with a gargoyle, like convinces the gargoyle that it is a real boy. It gives it a name. It flew in to help the crew against the giant basilisk. Not that they really needed it, as Vulpa, Royce, and Midnight were tearing it apart. Then they absolutely obliterated the thing, turned it in, got the music playing, and it started turning the gargoyle Ruby into a strange desert ruby weapon situation. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And Royce had a veil pulled on his scene with a character named Ever, sorry. She is a hunter from Loker. And I think I got it. Did I miss anything?
Sweet. 10 out of 10.
Alright. Yeah, that's it for me, guys.
Yeah.
I hope everybody had a good game. We have another game tomorrow at 5 p.m.
At 4 p.m.
Correct? 4 p.m., my bad. That one's early.
With Aurel, Clovis, Iskra, and Rosie. And then Friday's game, I believe, is at 6 p.m. Just a heads up for that. I keep forgetting to change the schedule to show it, but a little bit later. So tomorrow's a little bit earlier. Friday's a little bit later. We'll be fine. So
Tomorrow we're going to the edge of the map.
Oh shit. We're going to the edge of the map. Fuck me. Alright. We're hacking off. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
In the celestial sea where stars align, Lockstitch will go where wonder lies. Its specialist crew a beacon of light, for work to unravel secrets entwined. Lore with her care and lust for life, turning the cogs in her curious mind. Scales that tell stories of times long past. Deep in the echo, her interest is cast. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Sail on a siren with feathers adorned, seeks to maintain her graceful form. A voice that weaves sails across the sky, relaying the dreams that never die. Renick the brain with numbers and might, forearms for eyes in the cosmic night. Stoic and with numerical grace, in Lockstitch's crew he has found his place. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Pollux and Castor, the skillful pair, always the team with starry hair, with a bond so strong in the vast expanse, unveiling the secrets in cosmic dance. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An ancient history, now our secrets to keep. Starborne Melody echoes in the deep. An age-old mystery, and Lockstitch holds the